What's going on, guys? Kenosawa bringing you a brand new video. Today I'm doing the manga review of chapter 869. So this chapter starts off where the last chapter left off, and we are at the battlefield in Whole Cake Island at the top of the castle. Beej, or Capone, just turned into his big father form, which is basically just a gigantic castle. And basically he urges everybody to just run in the castle as quickly as possible. While Ruffy runs into the castle, and Shiza tries to get into the castle as well. Katakuri is actually able to snag Brûlé from Shiza, and therefore they will not be able to get into the mirror world anymore, which is a pretty important move from Katakuri, which is pretty good awareness. While everybody tries to head towards Capone's castle, some of the crew is captured, like Nami and Chopper and Carrot. They're captured by Big Mom's crew and Big Mom's commanders, and then we panel to Sanji, who gives his brothers and his sister and his dad like a sign, and then basically the Germa just goes full fucking Power Ranger mode. They like all morph into these crazy ass Power Rangers, legit. Like they just morph into these crazy ass soldiers, and they fuck up the commanders and Big Mom's crew, and they save Chopper, Carrot, and Ami. And shit just looked amazing, yo. That picture was incredible, dude. Like, I'll put the picture up on screen. It is insanely cool, dude. Oda's just such a fucking genius. It's just so fucking incredible. It's really insane. But yeah, after that we go to Feld, who is the underground, who's emperor in the underground, and he ends up trying to snag the Tamata Bako box, and yeah, he tries to snag it, he tries to open it, and then I'm guessing, I don't know what this picture is. I'm pretty sure from Big Mom's scream something is like flying at him, and that like fucking throws him somewhere else, and the Tamata Bako box falls out of his hand actually and lands off of Whole Cake Island. After that, Capone and Katakuri have a little fight with each other. You know what I mean? Capone shoots some cannons here, and Katakuri blocks them, and then it turns out that Capone tries to shoot and one of his cannons explodes, and it turns out that that Katakuri put all of his cannons with mochi, which is Katakuri's devil fruit, which means that he isn't even able to fire his cannons anymore, which means that all of them are stuck. Like all of the people, they have no terms of offensive anymore. At least Capone doesn't have any offensive power anymore in his castle. So yeah, all of them are in their castle. Like everybody's now in their castle because the Germa 66 saved the part of the crew who did make it into the castle. And yeah, it's basically them trying to figure out a plan at the end, and then it turns out, like, we figure out that Capone tells us that that castle is actually his body, and that it's pretty hard to get through, but like if it gets damaged enough, like his real body damaged, and if the tower falls, then he dies. Like if the castle dies, then he dies as well. Yeah, and at the end we see Big Mom gaining back her consciousness, and she attacking Capone at his ear, and his ear's bleeding. Capone's ear's bleeding. He's lying on the floor. So yeah, and that's where the chapter where the chapter ends. And this chapter honestly was insane. It was just so good, man. All the way from the Tamata Bako box to Germa 66, just getting going fucking crazy. And just the whole thing with fucking Capone just being crazy as fuck with the castle. I just thought it was incredible. Also, I thought it was so insane how the Germa 66 did that Power Ranger thing, and then they just fuck up everybody, dude. That shit looked so cool, man. That was fire. Yeah, honestly, for the next chapter, I really don't know what's gonna happen. And I will be honest, I would not be surprised if a person like Sabo just randomly turns up and saves Ruffy from the situation, because they basically, to save themselves, they have to just go throughout like an all-out battle, and if they don't do that, like, I don't see them escaping. They have to fight, and as strong as the whole crew that they have together right now is, I just don't think that they can beat Big Mom's crew. I just don't believe it. So I really would not be surprised if Sabo shows up. I really wouldn't be. And it would be incredible if he would. If not Sabo, somebody else maybe. I don't know who. Like I said, I don't know. Sabo makes the most sense to me. I don't know why, but like I really have a feeling that Sabo actually might show up next chapter and just totally flip the cards and let them be able to escape. Like I don't know why I believe that. Like I don't have any like evidence to support that argument, but it's just something like that makes perfect sense in my brain. But it's like I don't know, I don't have any evidence for it, but it would make perfect sense for me. Yeah, that's gonna do it for this chapter review of 869. It was an incredible chapter. Might have been my favorite chapter this year. I thought it was insanely good. From the artistic style that Oda, how Oda just drew everything was incredible. The story is just incredible right now. Like I really do believe that One Piece is at one of its biggest peaks in terms of stories right now, and in terms of how interesting it is to read or to watch right now. It's, in my opinion, it's one of its highest peaks. And yeah, I'm just always hell excited for the next chapters. Next chapter is going to be in break though, so I'll probably have a video out next week that won't be a chapter review because next week there is not going to be a chapter out. But yeah, that's going to do it for me. Hope you enjoyed this manga review. Please like, comment, and subscribe. It would be greatly appreciated. As always, if you want to drop your opinions on the chapter, I'd be interested in reading those. And yeah, I think that's going to do it for me, guys. Peace.